Bonjour, hello. I'm coming to you live from Paris. Hi. So, for this week's vlog, I'm going to be frank. I have not done that much this week. And part of the reason, well, I have done a lot this week. It's just that I haven't left the house. And the reason why is because it has been raining. It has been raining nonstop. And the worst thing in the world I have found is to be walking around Paris, getting trapped in some sort of torrential downpour. You don't have your umbrella with you or whatever else. Like when it's drizzling, it's fine. It's like that whole romantic thing that people see on television. But that doesn't happen that often, that little soft drizzle. It's generally like downpour. The heavens have opened up. God is angry at us and we are being smited. Okay? So, what I'm going to do is instead, I'm going to show you some unique things about my Paris apartment, things that, I'm going to be frank, some of them I find stressful, some of them find great. This is not about to be an apartment tour. Like, I'm not going to show you through every single room in the apartment or anything like that by any means. One, because it's not finished, and two, also kind of for safety reasons, which I'll get into in a separate video. But the point is, I really want to talk about some of these things. There are some really unique aspects of Parisian apartments, and I just have to show it to you. Okay, so we're going to start in the kitchen. Okay, so we are currently in my kitchen. I'm going to turn on the light here. So here's the thing about a Parisian apartment. In a Parisian apartment, you have to bring your own kitchen. When you arrive, you have nothing in the kitchen. You're lucky sometimes if you have a sink. You're lucky sometimes if they, if you have like even like a countertop that the sink, like the countertop that the sink goes in. I have seen apartments where literally you walk in, there's absolutely nothing. You have to put everything in. My apartment had at least, the sink in it and the countertop for the sink and the like drawers underneath that for the sink. And then it had two things on the wall. So, but those didn't work for me. I was like, this is not going to work. I need more space. So I'm going to show you my kitchen. I want to be clear in noting it is still not finished because I did not pay for the installation, and I was like, oh, Juju can do it. And Juju was like, yeah, I can do it. And then it just became so much more overwhelming than either one of us could have expected. So it's not finished yet, but I got some guy coming in, I think it's 2 weeks, and he's gonna finish it up. So let me show you. So this is the kitchen, as we can all see. So this kitchen is super small. Most Parisian kitchens are really, really small. So this kitchen is small. I would say, maybe it's like 10 feet by 5 feet, right? Like it's not big at all. So, as I was saying, so this, I'm going to give you guys the full tour. So this right here, this drawer, these, cabinets here, and then this countertop and the sink, those were the only things that was here. And then, as I mentioned, and then over here we have the hot water heater, which was here. We had these shelves over here in the corner, which were here. And then on this right over here, there were these like two cabinets that were on this wall. So let me show you what I had to do. So I am a woman who I bake a lot. So I have lots of baking things, lots of cooking things. So we basically had to like create a solution for that. So I bought this cabinet, this countertop, this cabinet down here. This is my little spice drawer. I bought this stove. That's right. My thought was if I'm going to have a kitchen, I want to have this cute little smeg stove. So I bought this cute little smeg stove. As I mentioned, I did not have to buy these cabinets, but this is my combination washer dryer. I had to buy that. This is the combi washer dryer I had to obviously buy. And then that's like my coffee maker, my bubbly water maker. And then right here, we have the refrigerator. I'm going to tell you some things about the refrigerator in a second. This is a full-size refrigerator. This is like unheard of in Paris. And then you see we have the rest of the countertop, the cabinets here, so that I can fit all my little American electronics and bowls and stuff like that. And then this is the vent, which still needs to be finished hooking up. So yeah. Okay. So So now that we've done that little tour, let me tell you some things about a Parisian kitchen. Number one, the refrigerator in my last apartment and in most Parisian apartments is a dorm-size refrigerator. That's it. That's what you live with. I cannot tell you. I don't actually know how I managed to survive that for 2 years. It was literally the worst thing on the face of the earth. So I'm so happy and so grateful. When I moved into this apartment, they were like, and it's like, yeah, you know, you got to bring your own kitchen. I was like, well, the one thing I'm definitely 100% going to have is a real full-size refrigerator. So I have a real full-size refrigerator. It is practically empty most of the time. I don't care. I don't care. I wanted a full-size refrigerator. And I want to know it's a lovely experience. It's unreal. Those dorm-size refrigerators, you can't even put, like, what do you do? You know, like, Thanksgiving leftovers? Christmas leftovers? Imagine trying to put those in that dorm-size fridge. You can't do it. So that was number one. Number two, about my last French apartment in the kitchen. It did not have an oven. Most French apartments do not have ovens. They don't. What they have are microwave oven combis. I'm going to be frank, I hate cooking in that thing. It's so hard to get things just right, the temperature just right. I really, really wanted to be able to bake again and, you know, cook without, like, fear. To be able to use, like, all my pots and pans, because you have to use special pots and pans if you have a combi, you know, oven. Microwave oven. Essentially, you have to have pans that are microwave safe and also oven safe. But, like, if you're used to American living like I am, you don't have those things. You have, like, you know, like, you have a cast iron pan, which you can take from, you know, normally from the stove to the oven, but you can't do that. So that's why I was just so insistent that I have an actual full oven. I was like, no, I want to be able to cook. There are people I know, like my neighbors, who, like, built their kitchen with the combi, with the little microwave combi, and I'm just like, why? Like, why would you do that to yourself? So yeah, that was another thing that was kind of like a really, really huge deal to me and was really important. Also, this apartment is a gas apartment. There's a lot of gas in Paris. I really wanted to be able to cook with gas, because the thing is that, like, if all of a sudden the power goes out, you can still make dinner. So for me, at least, I really wanted to be able to cook with gas. And then the oven is doesn't use gas, it's electric. So yeah. Another thing you'll notice is that in this apartment, there is absolutely no microwave. Believe me, that was not something that I wanted. I really, really wanted a microwave. Let me be clear, reheating leftovers is really, really, really hard to do on the stove or in the oven. You can't make frozen meals here. You can't. If it can't be put in the oven, you can't make it. So yes, that is really awful and really hard. And you know what I have boxes and boxes and boxes of here because someone sent them to me from the US? Skinny Pop popcorn. But I have no microwave. Also, when I try to cook it in other people's microwaves, it, like, kind of explodes because, like, with the power and the settings, it's just, you can't quite pop a full bag of American popcorn here because the settings are very different. But that's neither here nor there. The point is that, yeah, I don't have a microwave in here. I would love to have a microwave in here, but it's too small. Like, seriously, like, where's it gonna go? Do you get what I mean? Like, where's it gonna go? So that. Last kind of kitchen note that I want to make is that, I mean, you'll, like, on the sink, as I said, that in my apartment, the sink came with it, but I changed the faucet. I was about to say hand sprout. I changed the faucet to something cute and gold that I found from, like, IKEA, because I just really wanted something that was a bit prettier. And then I also changed the knobs on the cabinet that came here to, like, a brass color as well, brass gold color. Also because that's what I have on the cabinets that I bought, and so I really wanted everything to match. So that is the thing about, one last thing, the washer-dryer combi. Yeah, your washer-dryer combi goes in your kitchen. And that's where your water hookup is. I would have, again, loved to have a dishwasher, but I had to choose between a dishwasher and the washer dryer combi, and of course, I chose the washer dryer combi because I don't want to go to the laundromat. So we have the washer dryer combi. The water hookup is in the kitchen. That's literally like where they are in French apartments. I don't know if I've ever seen a water hookup in a bathroom besides to the bathtub. Yeah, there are no other water hookups in these apartments. So they're in the kitchen, and so that's why you essentially that's why your washing dryer combi is in the kitchen. I really like spent a lot of time and energy getting the right one, like focusing on like what was the best one, like that even had a pretty good dryer function, because my last apartment the machine was crap. It was 1,000 years old, and it didn't dry well, and when it did dry, it like damages and destroys your clothes. The way the washer dryer combi works is that it uses like hot water to like dry your clothing. I don't really know. I don't fully get it. But the point is that this machine, whatever this machine does, it uses like some sort of steam. And that actually means that things get dry when I use it instead of coming out like hot and kind of dry. So yeah. So that's one of the things that I just really wanted to note to you about, a French kitchen and how a French kitchen is just so different from an American kitchen. Okay. So the next space I want to talk to you about is the toilet and the bathroom situation in a French apartment and how this differs so much from the US. So in the US, we put everything in the bathroom in the same room, right? Like, and if you actually think about it, I once heard this expert say, like, it's actually quite disgusting, like, because you're literally taking a poo in the exact same room that you take a shower. And it's like, somebody, yes, exactly. And on top of that, if you don't have, if, for example, you live in an apartment and you don't have 2 bathrooms, then what happens when one person needs to, like, use the toilet and the other person has to take a shower? Like, right? Like, it just, you know what I mean? So, this is literally the best part, in my opinion, of a French apartment, and it's the separate toilet room. So, I'm going to show you that. Okay, so there is nothing fancy to the separate toilet room. We have the cat's litter box, little trash can, toilet. The toilet is provided by the owner, so we got the toilet, the holder for all the toilet paper. In France, you got your pink toilet paper, just in case you didn't know. Your toilet paper comes in a variety of colors, mainly pink. And yeah, that's it. That's how simple it is. See that? Okay. So, this, y'all, is the best thing in the world because it also has a door. You just, when your man is gone, you just... And you can still use the bathroom, and you can still take a shower, and you can still do all those things that you want to be able to do in your own home. So, basically, yes, I love having the toilet separate from the shower. And in some toilet rooms, like sometimes people will put like a little itty bitty sink. If I owned this apartment, I would definitely put a little itty bitty sink in there so that people like do your business, wash your hands, because otherwise, you open the door, you haven't washed your hands, and you walk down the hall to go to the bathroom. Again, that's fine, but I think like clean your hands before we leave the bathroom. Anyway, so the point is that yes, you essentially like you have a separate, your toilet is in a completely separate room, and it is great. It is great. It is wonderful. I absolutely love it. I don't know why we don't do it in America. It's truly the best thing. All right, one last thing. I'm gonna just take you down the hall and show you the bathroom. Okay, last but not least, I think the bathroom doesn't have too much that's different from like an American bathroom, but there is one thing that's just so different. It like blows my mind. I just don't get it. So here you have it. It's this. No shower curtain. Just this. And then all of this is open. You all, why? Just why? Like, why don't we have a way to keep the water fully in the bathtub? Why is it that some of the water can come out of the bathtub and get all over the floor? Why isn't there like a full glass thing? I don't think I have seen an apartment that with a combination like bathtub and shower that has the full glass thing that extends all the way around. Basically, like every single one that I've seen is this, where it's like this half piece of glass, and it drives me crazy, and it's so frustrating, and I'm always just like, because water gets everywhere, and you just have to be so careful about like where you're pointing. So that is one thing about like French bathrooms, the bathtub shower combination, like it does not have a shower rod. You don't have a shower curtain. Instead, you have this frosted glass little thing that doesn't even cover the whole bathroom. So, okay. So there you have it, a super short but direct vlog for this week on some of the things that I love and also don't like that much about my French apartment. Some of the quirkier items about moving into a French apartment and how they differ from, frankly, like living in the US. So if you are based in another country or have lived in another country, I would love to hear about how, you know, like what your apartment in that country, how like that differed from what you were used to, because yes, I love living in France, yes, I love my apartment, but also like the thought of when I move, I have to take out a whole kitchen. Oh my gosh, unreal. Thanks for watching, take care, stay safe, talk to you again soon, bye.